Hey, a couple older people. Yeah, close enough. So, beer o'clock hat. It's my Friday. Well, it's Sunday, but Sunday is my Friday. My last day of my work week. Stop sliding on the ice. So, yay me. Yeah. I'm happy. Well, no, I'm sore, stiff, hurt like a motherfucker, but I'm happy. I don't know what I did. I slept most of the night kind of flat on my back, but, well, not flat on my back. Basically spent all night on my right side. Wake up this morning feeling like I got kicked in the ribs on the right side by a freaking horse. Like, holy crap. Whew. Not a nice feeling. Yeah, but oh well, it's my Friday, so I can survive anything today. Just about. Yeah. Yeah, no, I had a just messed up dream. It's like way back when I was still with my first wife, and still in the apartment building that, well, not the apartment building, but the apartment specifically that we were living in when we were together. Side note, she's still to this day living in the same apartment. Weird events happened and whatever. I ended up kicking her out and throwing her out because she was being a total cunt and all that nastiness. Basically, I was having problems breathing, and instead of helping me, she basically stood there and laughed while I'm suffocating. And yeah, literally, I got this shirt on that's way too tight. It's cutting up, I can't. It's crushing my chest. I can't breathe. You know, I'm like starting to get into a panic attack. This isn't my dream, of course. Starting to get into a panic attack because I can't breathe, and I'm suffocating because it's compressing my chest and getting tighter and getting tighter. I grab a pair of scissors, like, fucking help me, or I'm gonna cut this shirt off, because she gave me the shirt, here, try this on. I don't know. So, give me the goddamn scissors so I can cut this off so I can breathe, and I feel like I'm turning blue, things are starting to, getting all spotty, getting tunnel vision, like I'm suffocating, kind of shit. And she takes the scissors out of my hands, and she's laughing. So I finally do, like, the Hulk Hogan thing and rip the shirt and rip it clean off. I'm like, I can breathe, holy crap. And my wife, she's like, so that's where you woke, I'm telling her this. She's like, so that's when you woke up in the dream. I'm like, no, I'm still dreaming. So I'm breathing, and I'm like, fuck this, you cunt, I kick her out. I'm like, pack your bags, you're out of here. I'm dying, I'm in a life or death situation kind of shit. And you're not only not helping, you're making it worse and laughing at me while you're at it. You're out of here, you're done. She'll see, packs, pajamas, grabs a toothbrush. I'll stay at my friend's place tonight. I'm like, no, pack your effing bags. Pack a real bag. You're gone. You're never coming back. Well, I'll come back when you're not home, and and everything will be fine. I'm like, no. I take her keys out of her hands, take the apartment keys off, give her back her car keys, load up your car, get the hell out of my apartment. You're gone. You're done. You're never coming back to this place ever again. You'll come back when I tell you to come back, because your bags are packed and sitting out in front of the building. Kind of crap. And our daughter's in her bedroom playing whatever, and she's basically hears this, right? Again, this isn't a dream, but the messed up thing is, I know this apartment backwards and forwards. I lived in it for 8 years. I lived in the apartment building for 12 years. I lived in the apartment itself for 6 to 8 years before I ended up leaving her. And she's still in the exact same apartment. But anyhow, I know the exact layout, backwards and forwards. And in my dream, the layout of the apartment is as I remember it. But the problem is, it's mirror image. Instead of going in the door and turning left to the bathroom and right to the kitchen, it's left to the kitchen and right to the bathroom. It's literally backwards. It's mirror image kind of thing, which is tripping me out big time. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it was trippy. And then after I throw the female body part out the door and she's gone, my daughter comes out of her room all kind of meek, mild, and quiet because, you know, mommy and daddy just been fighting, and daddy threw mommy out, literally threw her out. She's like, Daddy, did you kick mommy out? Yeah, I did. Is she gone for good? Is she never coming back? I'm like, yes, sweetie, she's never coming back. She sets up this huge sigh, big smile from ear to ear, beaming, oh, thank goodness. I can't handle her craziness and all this, you know, like, she's relieved that I finally got rid of the psycho nut job. If you don't know, if this is your first video you've ever watched from me, the secret to know about my ex-wife is she's obsessive compulsive bipolar, and the entire time I was with her, never on medication, a physically abusive woman. I was a battered husband, emotionally and psychologically abusive. When I left her, I had no self-worth. I figured I was a useless, you know, I was useless, I was good for nothing, because that's what she told me for, you know, let me see, almost 14 years of marriage, almost 18 years of being together, you know, 2/3 of it with her mental health issue. Well, we got together in grade 11 in high school, so I was 18. By the time she hit 24, the mental health issues started to come out. By the time she was 28, she's full-blown manic, depressive, manic, obsessive compulsive, manic, bipolar, total mood swings, like crazy, batshit fucking, call the guys with the white jacket, you know, kind of put her in a padded rubber room kind of crazy shit. So yeah, so this dream was just messed up. Wow, I really have to be over. So yeah, it was trippy. And the weirdest thing is, everything was crystal clear, clear as day, and the apartment was backwards. It was mirror image. I don't know, it just tripped me right out. But anyhow, after my daughter's like, oh, thank goodness, you know, my daughter gives me a great big hug, and she gives me like a bear hug. And in the dream, my daughter's about 11, 12 years old, and when I left my first wife, my daughter was 12 years old. So it's kind of like I left, it's not when I left, it's kind of before I actually left, which is kind of trippy in the first place. I guess it's kind of a dream about what I wish I had actually done. I don't know. But my daughter's giving me this great big bear hug, and I'm like, you know, oh, sweetie, easy. You know, it's kind of hard to breathe because she's so overjoyed that we don't have to walk on eggshells anymore. We don't have to worry about sitting at the dinner table and mommy, you know, hitting manic, 0 to 60 and throwing dinner plates at people and just, crazy shit like that. And, she's hugging me because she's so happy. And I feel that warm, loving embrace, but it's kind of hard to breathe because, like, I've already been, like, suffocating. And that's when I wake up, laying on my right side, going, like, it hurts to breathe. My back on my right side, all the way across the right side of my ribs, up to the center of my chest, is all tense and tight. And I basically was laying on that right side on my rib cage on the right side. It feels like I was laying on my arm almost, like it was under my ribs, but my arm was always under my pillow. So it's like I was laying on something on my ribs, but I wasn't. It's just like messed up dream, And the wife's like, my current wife, second wife, the love of my life, the be all and end all of my existence, my absolute angel, and the woman I love more than air itself. She's like, I tell her this, and she's like, well, that makes sense. Like you were laying on your right side like 95% of the night, like almost all night long. I tried to get you to roll over, on your back or on your other side to get you off your side because I knew it was going to hurt, but you weren't having anything of it. And I tried cuddling with you, and you're kind of like pushing me away. So, and apparently, as she was awake, trying to cuddle to me, figure out what was going on, and I'm kind of laughing and giggling, which made sense because it was a certain part of my dream that we were talking about, that I was laughing at her like literally giggling at her like, fuck you, you're out of here, bitch, kind of part. Gotta park. Whose car is that? Alright, I'm at work. Story done. If anybody ever watches it, hope you enjoyed yourself and laughed your ass off. Later.